two faded to play. Now in the pixels and the lights, feel the thrill of the fights. The game's so intense, I need some defense. A victory allowed, so press start now.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm your boy LSD, and I'm here with my homeboy Eggs over here.
How's it going?
And we're Too Faded to Play, the podcast about video games and day drinking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. So let's go ahead and get into it. Well, shit, what's been up with you, man? I ain't seen you in like 2 weeks.
It's been a minute. Well, I had family down. My sister and her now husband, my brother-in-law, came down to visit me.
Yeah.
Hung out for a little while. That was pretty fun. We went to a beach, and because up in Ohio there isn't really a beach there, so when they come down they want to go at least one day, and I went with them. And don't know why I didn't think about it. I guess it's just been that long since I've actually gone to a beach.
Right.
I forgot you could get sunburnt on the tops of your feet. So I spent like 3 or 4 days walking around. Just every step was my shoes and socks scraping against the sunburn. I was just like,
I feel you on that, man. That's funny. Pretty much the same thing for me. Had family down, got wasted. Like,
oh yeah,
wasted. Like when Sunday came around, I didn't even want to drink no more. I didn't even want to get up off the couch. That's how bad it was.
Yeah,
it was crazy. But I had a good time, man. So
that's good.
Funny thing about your sunburn thing, nothing burns on me, but my lips will get sunburned.
Oh really?
Yeah. So I had to keep chapstick on my lips all summer.
Okay.
Like, it's a horrible thing. So
that sounds awful.
It is awful.
It sounds awful.
So, but anyway, I ain't gonna hold you. Shit.
Ready to get into our drink already? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I ain't had nothing, man. I kind of been doing kind of dry and get my liver back together.
Yeah. Well, I picked this up.
Well, that is interesting.
Gin and Juice by Dre and Snoop.
I actually like that.
I like the box a lot, and it wraps all the way around.
Got the 63 on there. That's nice.
So it's got a couple flavors in here. We got apricot, citrus, melon, and passion fruit.
I'm going with the passion fruit.
With passion fruit? I don't know how these are lined up in here, so it looks like it might be on this side. Yeah, I went into the store, picked something up, and this was the last box they had of it. And I was like, probably should grab it. We're a drinking podcast. Might as well try some of the new drinks, because this just came out, like, in the last 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah, I saw it when I was in there a couple of weeks ago. And I was like, huh. But, I figured we'd get another time, but you already got it. See? Great minds think alike.
Actually, once I got home with it, I was like, shit, what if you bought it? Because you had said you'd gotten a beer.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, this just came out. Did they stack them in reverse order?
They must
they have it set on there.
That says apricot right there?
Yeah, this one's apricot. Oh, they're all different colors. That's pretty cool.
Different color?
Yeah. Yeah, they
stacked it in reverse.
The back one, yeah.
Oh.
Green, purple.
There we go. That purple.
Alrighty, passion fruit.
Yeah, we got that passion fruit. Gin and Juice by Dre and Snoop.
I like the parental advisory.
Yeah, that's cool. It's 5.9. I actually really like this. I love the car, and you look at it, it got like the chrome kind of shines out a little bit.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's dope.
That is cool.
That's dope.
It's a nice can.
Yeah, like a monster can.
It's a gin with real juice, passion fruit, pineapple, ginger, and natural flavors.
All right, let's go ahead and see what they do. I immediately taste the gin. Mm-hmm. It's not overpowering.
Yeah, no, it's in there though.
It's definitely in there.
It kind of tastes like a seltzer.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
I was just about to say this is like a Truly.
Yeah, like a Truly. I think it has more flavor.
Yeah.
Than like the Truly or the White Claw and
White
stuff.
Claws, yeah. It's definitely more flavor in there, but it's definitely a seltzer.
Yeah, it's
with like hint of gin or something in it.
Yeah, there's like a hint of gin, and I don't know if I actually taste the passion fruit. There's a fruity taste to it, but I don't know if it's like if I could pick out that it was passion fruit.
I think they need to be colder.
Probably a little colder.
Yeah. It's all right, you know. You drink enough of them, probably how you hop. You see this car hopping. But
yeah, no, it's not bad.
Yeah, for a seltzer, it's actually pretty decent.
Yeah, if we want to compare it to seltzers, it's one of the better seltzers I've had.
Yeah, that's why I'm putting it on the line with that. It's more of a seltzer. Definitely better than a White Claw or Truly all day.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, if y'all got this in y'all town, that gin and juice by Snoop and Dr. Dre, pick that up.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. That's
problem is I can already feel the can getting lighter. I think I'm drinking too much of it. That's the problem with the seltzers. Mm-hmm. Is you don't think you're drinking. It's kind of like a soda water. You know?
you just shooting. You told me your can getting lighter. I was like, shit, I think I'm halfway through it already.
Yeah, I think I'm about probably a third of the way through, maybe.
It's all right. All right, we fuck with it. What you gonna give it on the how many cartridges you gonna give it?
On our scale?
Yeah.
I don't know. We've never done a cartridge scale for a drink.
We doing a cartridge scale now. We gotta do it now.
3.5 to 4.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I was gonna say about a 3.5 cartridge.
Because I'm not a huge seltzer person, so I don't know if I'll ever buy this again. Mm-hmm. But I will be finishing the pack.
I will buy this again because it has more flavor than the seltzer. Mm-hmm. So I would definitely pick this up. Mm-hmm. So, all right. Again, 3.5 cartridges. All right. So, anyway. Let's go ahead and get into our game.
Hogs of War.
Hogs of War for the PlayStation Vita.
PS1.
Well,
we played it on.
Well,
yeah.
Technically, I ended up having to play it on the stick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because for whatever reason, in the beginning of the game where you're doing your training and stuff like that, I couldn't do something because you needed the R2 button. And I couldn't do it, and I couldn't get past that part.
Yeah. So I remapped all the buttons.
Oh, you did?
On the Vita, yeah. So it worked for me, but it was still weird. So basically, I had to remap the L2 and R2 to the analog stick, the one that you don't use, and that was the only way I was able to get around it. But
yeah, because when I was playing it, and I was like, "Why I can't get past this level?" And then I read the thing, it'll say R2, and I was like, oh shit, there ain't no R2 on here. Yeah. So I ended up going back to play it on the stick to play the game, which was actually better because I could see the clarity of the game. Ill part of it was all in fucking Spanish.
Oh.
Yeah, everything was in Spanish. Luckily I could read some Spanish a little bit, but at the same time it was all in Spanish. I couldn't figure out how to change it, so I just kept running.
So I'll just jump right into it. I didn't like the game.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like it.
Yeah, it was a little too goofy. I didn't like it either.
Honestly, the goofy part of the game is the only part that I thought was somewhat redeeming. It was just because I thought it was funny. There's a bunch of pigs squealing every time they got shot and stuff. Yeah. But you would throw a grenade or something, it would hit another pig and they would just start just rolling around on the ground. I thought that was funny, but the rest of the game is very slow. Yeah. There's no I think the part that annoyed me the most, and it showed in the training even, was whenever you had to use the weapons that weren't a gun and there was no actual aiming method, it was just a meter. If they just gave you a little circle on the ground to tell where you're throwing your grenade or something, I think it would have been okay. Yeah. Because the AI, the enemies on the other team, will always perfectly lob a grenade at you and get max damage. Yeah. but you've got to like throw 3 before you can figure out the distance and everything. And
Yeah, I had a hard time with that too, because as you're watching the scale, I'm thinking I'm getting it to the right angle, but then it just immediately drops back to the green.
yeah,
And then it just goes up in air and falls back on you, and then you just blow yourself up.
yeah.
The one part I did think was funny, because after you throw it and you blow yourself up so many times, he can't walk, so you just like dragging his leg. I like the names of the game, the names of the pigs. They were some silly names like Hog Wild, Bacon Bits, or something like that.
Yeah. It's like, I guess for an explanation, it is a turn-based strategy RPG kind of thing where you get kind of placed into this field, and there's like rocks and rivers and mountains and hills and trees and stuff that you've got to navigate around to get to the other side of the field where your enemy pigs are. And you can hit them you can stab them with a knife, you can shoot them, you can throw grenades. If you get a rocket launcher unlocked, you can use that. But you get to go with one of your characters, then the enemy goes with one of theirs, then you get to go again, and it's just incredibly slow.
Yeah.
Especially because you have to watch the entirety of the enemy's turn.
Yeah.
And you have to sit there and watch a computer figure out what it's trying to do.
Got you in the juice.
I remember sitting there for one of the turns and watching. It was an AI pig on the other side of a river, and it ran up to the river like it wanted to cross, realized it didn't want to do that, and then it held the back button and just slowly backstepped all the way back up the hill to where it started, pulled out a grenade, put the grenade back, ran closer to the water, pulled out the grenade, put the grenade back, back up the hill, and then pulled out its gun and shot me. I was just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of it. I say what, maybe like a 5-year-old might like this game.
I don't even know that.
Like,
I think if you played it in the time that it came out on the PS1, I wouldn't see it as bad of a game as I see it.
yeah.
But there was just a lot of little details and little things in it that I just wish were better. I wish it was faster. I wish there was some kind of way to aim with the throwing items. It was also all tank controls. So you couldn't really move around well. You'd kind of walk forward, and then you could turn just a tiny bit if you held the, it was...
Yeah, I didn't like that.
And you had to aim like that?
Yeah.
You had to aim with tank controls?
Yeah, because it was like, you walking, but you can't, like, make a smooth turn. He just...
Yeah, he fucking his feet just...
Right.
Walked.
I didn't like the aiming part. Especially if you're doing like something with the sniper rifle. It's like you aiming at the dummy, but it's like it's automatically setting you high. So you gotta like try to find which way it is. I didn't care for that. Yeah,
no, it sets you automatically away from where you want to aim.
Yeah.
And then you have to try to navigate using the tank controls to aim. But the longer you hold the aim button, the more sway comes into the rifle scope.
Yeah.
So it's like it just continuously gets more inaccurate as it was just, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lousy game. I wouldn't recommend even playing it. I don't even think I should even own the game. You know what? I want to know how much it is.
Okay.
I'm going to look it up.
Like, I think as long as it's not too much, I think I would buy it just to have on my shelf. Just because it's a unique game. But I wouldn't... I don't know. Unless you can get your hands on it for free, I wouldn't play it.
Huh. Surprisingly, it's a very valuable game.
Oh, really?
I mean, if you just got just the disc, it's $37.
Damn, that's a lot for just a disc.
Like, open any case is $95.
Jeez.
And sealed is $138. And it's still going up.
Damn.
Apparently, there's a bunch of them.
A bunch of the Hogs of War games?
Well, it's different versions. Okay, I see. This is a UK version, then you got the regular version. Even the UK version is like $100. So,
it might be worth picking up.
It might be worth picking up.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know it was that valuable. That's an actual valuable game, so.
Okay, and that's just another example of one of the things we were talking about a few episodes ago. The weird games.
Weird games.
They're the ones that go up.
Weird and bad are the ones that skyrocket. You know what? I'm going to try to see if I can find that shit. I'm just curious. Because somebody might not know what they got. Yeah, these motherfuckers know what they got.
Oh, on eBay, everybody knows what they got.
Shit. This dude got it for $240.
$240?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, they know what they got.
Yeah, you never really get a deal on eBay. Unless you happen to see a listing the moment it pops up, you don't get a deal on eBay. Especially because, like, I'm sure at this point in time, most people who go to sell something on eBay will look up, oh, what's this? What are other people selling this item for?
Oh, yeah, true. Facts.
So, eBay's not a place to get deals anymore. Maybe you can get the occasional one, but I think the only way you're going to get a deal through eBay is through the bidding system.
Yeah.
That's if you don't get price sniped, you know.
I'm a price sniper.
Yeah.
I am that sniper.
Yeah.
I will fucking wait to the last second and I'm bah.
Oh yeah. No, that's the way you have to do it.
Yeah, I'm
like,
man. Some sites they if you do that, they'll just reset the counter for like another 2 or 3 minutes and shit. I hate when they do that. I'm like, no, let that shit in.
Yep.
But anyways, so we already know where this is gonna be on the list.
Yeah.
So on both of our lists is at the very bottom.
I'd rather play Child of Light.
You ain't lying. Yeah, it was just a bad game. I figured like I didn't know if you was gonna like it. I was gonna say like he'll probably like this game, but me on the other hand,
I like the silly aspect of it. I do not like playing it. I think it would be funny to sit and watch like a friend of mine play through it or something, but I don't want to play it.
Definitely, this is a game that you would watch somebody play.
Yeah, like I could sit and watch like
YouTube or something.
Yeah, like a buddy of mine that live streams. I could sit and watch him play it and enjoy it, but I could not play it myself.
No, it's a pretty bad game.
So now we get to pick our next game, which you and I aren't picking this time.
Yeah, we kind of came up with something a little different. Try to use chance, fate of the dice, as you would say. So I had a 3D printed dice tower with our logo on it.
Yep. Leaving it up to fate.
Leaving it up to fate. And so how it works is we roll a D20.
Yep. And there is a scale that whatever number the D20 lands on will be what system the game comes from.
Right.
And then we're going to roll percentage dice, which go from 0 to 100. And it goes from 1 to 100. And we will pick a game off of a list based off that number.
Right.
So when I roll these, I'm going to have, for people who are watching the episode, when I roll the D20, I'm going to put up a list that shows what number correlates to what system. So you can see that. We worked in a little thing for ourselves to make life potentially easier on us. If we roll a 20, a critical roll, critical success,
yes,
we get to skip the week. There's no cartridge club that week. We get to spend our free time doing something other than playing a game.
Right. Playing something that we might hate.
13. So on our list, that correlates to the PlayStation 4.
Ah, sweet.
All right, next up we're rolling the percentage dice. That is 35. Oh, you're gonna hate this.
What is it?
RPG. Turn-based RPG.
Why?
I think you are going to hate this game. Aside from that 100-hour long RPG series I play, that game probably has the most talking of all my games.
All right, so PlayStation 4, roll number 35. We are going to be playing Persona 5.
Persona 5.
Yeah. Oh, shut up. Anyway, this is what we're going to be playing. One of Eggs is RPG.
Yeah, you're going to hate this game.
I'm looking at the case. I like the case. Mm-hmm. I like the art. I'm looking at the back. It looks like it might be interesting.
It's as far as turn-based RPGs go, I will go out on a limb and say that this is the best one. Its battle system is very snappy and very quick, so it's not like select your move, then wait as you watch a slow animation play out, then stop and wait for your enemies to have a slow animation play out, and then go back to you and be like, okay, now I can, it's very fast. It's very well stylized. Like you said, the art just on the case itself it's very stylized. And the music in this game is fantastic. Okay. It's like a jazzy blend of like stuff, and it's great soundtrack.
Because just by looking at it, it's giving me like kind of like a Cowboy Bebop vibe. Okay. So, all right. This is what we playing.
Persona 5. I'm curious to hear what you think about it. My hopes, my expectations are on the I hate it side.
I might throw you for a loop. I might really like it.
You might.
I did like Ease of Art in the Pistol. Mm-hmm. I did like it. Mm-hmm. It just something that I had to really sit down and like really play. But I did like it. It wasn't terrible. So might change my mind on this one. Yeah. All right. So we into the second part. I got a nice little buzz going.
Yeah. No, I drank this down pretty quick, and yeah.
So this one's kind of interesting. I picked this up from the same spot where we got the gin and juice stuff from. But my people last week, they was telling me that this is actually a beer. Mm-hmm. Technically, it's a beer.
We kind of reversed it. We did gin first, and then now we're doing a beer, but there's a reason for that.
So this is a 2-year stout. Mm-hmm. They only release it every 2 years. Okay. So this beer was $40 for one. God damn. This is called Goose Island Bourbon Reserve County. County? Yeah, it's County.
I've honestly never heard of it.
I've never heard of it either. But my people was telling me about it. Mm-hmm. And he was like, damn, man, we can't find them in Cleveland. Mm-hmm. So he said they only release it like a batch like once a year or something like that. Okay. And they sell out. And this is not even a good one. This is like probably like the base one, I guess. Okay. I'm not 100% sure. So if you heard of this before, correct me if I'm wrong. But it's a cool little case that it comes in. It's sealed.
Yeah, no, I like the case. You can kind of see the bottle through the hole in it.
Yeah. Well, that's not the bottle. That's like a case inside of a case.
Oh, yeah. That is.
Oh, what's that on the back? It got something on the back. Is that the reserve of it?
In the late 1700s, Kentucky's settlers pioneered the crafting of a spirit that would become an enduring symbol of American tradition, bourbon, embodying the pioneer spirit of these early settlers. Eagle Rare 10-year bourbon proudly carries forth this rich legacy.
It's from Kentucky, Frankfort, Kentucky.
Yeah. If it's something bourbon, then we know it'll probably be good.
I mean, it's $40, so
it hopefully is
for a beer. I'm trying to see what the.
Does it say it on the outer?
I thought I saw it on here one time. Hold on.
Oh, does it say on the back there when it was put in the barrel? I think it said 2023 or something.
Yeah. So 2023. Bottled and distilled. Hold on. Brewed, barreled, and aged and bottled by Goose Island Beer, Chicago, Illinois. Develops in the bottle up to 5 years. Holy shit. I'm lightweight scared. You want to know what the alcohol percent of this beer is?
What?
14.5.
14 on a beer.
On a beer.
Damn. Okay. And if you let it sit for another 5 years, it'd be double that.
Nah,
Probably
and I had
more.
this bitch sit in the refrigerator for a week. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour it up because I'm gonna pour it so I didn't have enough. So this is the bottle. I want a real pour. I don't want no head in it. That shit look like oil.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's a stout.
That's a stout. That's like coffee.
Yeah, no, this is stout. I can smell it.
Oh yeah. All right, y'all. So Goose Island, Bourbon Reserve County brand. Check it out. Check it out. All right, salute.
Let's give it a go. Damn, that's stout.
That is stout.
That's, woo. It's good though.
That's like a meal.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It kind of, I don't know if it's just me, but it kind of smell like Worcestershire or something.
It kind of does, yeah.
Yeah. I'm sitting there like, it smell like Worcestershire. So.
It does kind of smell like. It's good though. I read. Plug in your nose.
That's throwing me off. But it's good.
It tastes good. Like, it doesn't smell like it tastes
No.
at all. But it's stout. It is heavy.
Yeah.
It's like drinking oil too.
Yeah, this is oil. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, look at the color of this. Look at the veins on the side, yo.
Yeah, no, it's sticking to the glass.
Ooh.
It's good though.
Yeah. I can't imagine buying two of them.
I don't feel like I could drink a whole bottle of this myself.
This is something you need a steak or something.
Oh, it'd go great with a steak.
You probably season some meat with this.
Yeah. It'd probably be great.
Yeah. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. Ooh. All right.
Stout as hell though.
Stout as hell. Well, shit, man. We ain't gonna hold you on that. We gonna sip this motor oil over here. I don't hate it.
No, I like it. I
Yeah.
think it's good.
Yeah, I don't hate it. It's way heavier than the Guinness. Like, this is 3 times. Like, there's hardly no fizz in it. I could
Yeah.
have just poured it in there.
I'd be curious to have one and let it sit for the 5 years and see what would change about it.
Shit, probably be extra drunk then. Damn. All right. Shit, man. We're going to go ahead and get into the topic.
Oh, yep. Topic, which I think has an interesting name.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I've seen people on YouTube talk about this. There's even a YouTube channel just dedicated to this topic, which is same name, different game. So basically, it's you go into the store and you see a game on a shelf or something, and it's named something.
Shit.
And then there's another version of a game that you can buy with the exact same name, but it's not the same game.
That is true.
So, same name, different game.
Yeah. Mine is it's the same name, different game, but it's like different platforms. So.
And I think that's the most common case of it, because especially in the PlayStation 2 Wii era kind of thing, they would release a big game for the system, but then they would also release like Game Boy version, which was named the same thing, completely different game. I think the best example of this, though, and I find it kind of funny, is Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 2, and Spider-Man 2.
Now, what's so funny about that?
Spider-Man 2 on the PlayStation 1, Spider-Man 2 on the PlayStation 2, and Spider-Man 2 on the PlayStation 4. Spider-Man 1 on the PlayStation 1 is the sequel to the first PlayStation Spider-Man game.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man 2 on the PlayStation 2 is the movie tie-in to the Spider-Man 2 movie.
Okay.
And then Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation 4 is the Spider-Man game that came out most recently, where he plays Spider-Man and Miles Morales. It's the one we played for the Cartridge Club.
Yeah.
All three of the games are just called Spider-Man 2.
That's it.
That's it.
Spider-Man 2.
And so if you look up Spider-Man 2, you'll most likely get the newest one, but all three of those games are titled Spider-Man 2. But I think that's like the best example of it, because it's a more recent game that also has like two older games.
Let's see, mine was like one's a PS3 game from like 2009,
Mm-hmm.
and the other game is a PC game from 94.
Mm-hmm.
So the game is called Africa.
Okay.
Not spelled Africa.
Mm-hmm.
It's spelled Afrika.
Mm-hmm.
So the PlayStation 3 version of Africa is you're basically just taking photos of animals.
Mm-hmm.
You're walking around a safari, taking photos of Africa, and you might occasionally see a monkey masturbating.
Okay. that explains. I'm pretty sure that the PS3 game Africa is a very expensive game.
I wouldn't put it past.
If I remember right, it's like, at least last I looked, it was like $200 to $300.
We're gonna look
Yeah.
after I say this. Then you got the old Africa. It's a PC game from 1994.
Mm-hmm.
Now this one is about Europeans going to Africa and stealing the resources.
Okay. Very different game.
Very different
Very
game.
different game.
So while you going on your next one, I'm gonna go ahead and look that up because I'm curious now.
Mm-hmm. So there was one more recently, the game Prey. There has been two games that have come out named Prey.
Mm-hmm.
They were both released by Bethesda. Both games are completely different from each other. Is it that much?
You saw how big my eyes got.
Yeah. I saw you like flabbergast, like move your head, your eyes got big.
So, Africa
Mm-hmm.
for the PlayStation 3, just a disc is $100.
Just the disc is $100.
Just
So
the
it's
disc.
gone up since I saw it. Since I last saw
It
it.
actually went down.
Oh, really?
So, if you just got a loose case, everything $155.
Mm-hmm.
And sealed $233.
Okay.
Now I gotta find a PC one, but I don't think it's on here.
Yeah, because I remembered hearing about it being like one of the rarer, more expensive games, but I never really looked into the game too much.
Oh yeah, it's up there.
But,
You saw my eyes got big.
Yeah. No, I saw. You tilted your head forward. You looked at it. You almost jaw dropped.
I'm like, oh, okay, we got some money here. All right, go ahead.
So yeah, Prey. Both released by Bethesda. One of them was on the Xbox 360, PS3. The other one was more recently on the PS4, PS5 kind of thing. Neither of the games have anything to do with each other. They have no connection whatsoever. But they're both named Prey.
Prey.
And the problem is like people wanted a Prey 2 after the 360 game. Because the game that came out on like 360 was a really good game. People really liked it. So when they announced Prey, everybody was like, oh, are they remaking the game? And it was an entirely different game, just with the same name. People were upset. Because instead of making a sequel to a game people really liked, they just stole the name and made an entirely different game.
That's funny. That's funny.
It's like what Ford did with the Mustang Mach-E. That's not a fucking Mustang. It's an It's an electric SUV. You know, like
I low key like that bitch though.
I think they look good. I think as a car it looks good. I just wish they didn't name it the Mustang.
Yeah, but like I kind of low key like that bitch. Mm-hmm. Every time I see one, I'm like, I could fuck with it.
No, like I think it looks good.
Yeah.
I just wish it wasn't. If they just called it the Mach E by itself,
I'll give you
fine.
that. I'll give you that.
They called it a fucking Mustang. They made a 4-door SUV and they called it a Mustang.
Is it fast?
It's pretty quick. I mean, it's an electric vehicle. It's
you know, all like, torque.
Yeah, it's all torque. So they're fairly quick.
Okay. I never like really went down that rabbit hole to look at them, so I didn't know. My next one is Crackdown for the 360. It came out in 2007. Crackdown is basically cyber. I'm trying to get the word out. Basically, cyber cops, because I'm really buzzing off that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm feeling good. Oh, goddamn. So it's law enforcement cyber cops. That's what the 360 version of Crackdown is. But then you got the Crackdown 1989 arcade game. And there's basically... Okay, so Crackdown for the arcade is plainclothes cops that's going to attack a cyber. I can't even say the fucking word, but a cyber goat. He's the boss, and that's the real thing. Like, the boss is a cyber goat.
Okay.
But they're real cops though, but like just plain clothes. But it, like, the other game is reverse. They're cyber cops instead of real people.
Yeah.
I'm fucking drunk.
Yeah, I'm feeling it a bit. I'm feeling it a good bit.
God damn.
That feels more than 14. I don't know if I've drank.
That might be 20 years.
Yeah.
Like, I'm shooting it kind of fast though.
Yeah.
But
I guess, kind of speaking of cyber cops, did you see the RoboCop game?
now, which one you talking about?
See, that's part of the episode right there.
Yeah, because I'm sitting there like, which one you talking about? Are you talking about the Nintendo version, or are you talking about the new version?
I'm talking about the new one that just came out.
I didn't hit to the new version.
It just came out like a couple months ago.
No.
Apparently it's really fucking good. I kind of want to play it.
Really? What's it on?
Xbox and PlayStation, the new systems.
Okay.
But yeah, apparently it's really fucking good. It's like a first-person shooter game.
Okay.
And I'm kind of curious. I saw it at Walmart the other day. It was like $40, and I was real tempted to pick it up.
I need to see the gameplay of this.
We'll look it up afterwards if we remember.
So what's the difference? I mean, it's just first-person shooter, or?
Yeah, it's like a first-person shooter game, but
Okay.
people have said it was really good.
Oh,
So
interesting.
I don't know exactly what all is involved in it, but
Oh, I thought we was going to a point.
oh no, I was just it just reminded me of RoboCop.
Oh, all right. Well, shit, fuck it. All right. We talked about this game before on one of the episodes, and it was Dante's Inferno for the PlayStation 3. I don't know if you played it. Fucking phenomenal game.
It's a great game.
Oh my God, I love it. It's basically God of War.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's basically God of War. If you ever played Dante's Inferno, it's basically just God of War. You're going through the 7 layers of hell to get to Hades or the devil or whatever to save your girlfriend. That's what Dante's Inferno is. But I didn't know that they had a 1986 version of Dante's Inferno. And totally not different. Totally different.
Oh yeah. An 80s game is going to be incredibly different from a PlayStation 3 game.
No, it's not even the same.
Oh, it's not?
Not even the same thing.
Oh, okay. So it's like, it's probably more closely based on the book.
No.
No?
No. Pilgrims.
Oh, so it's like Oregon Trail.
So you got to solve like just puzzles, but you're a pilgrim. You're solving puzzles of the game.
Yeah.
Night and day. Night and day. You're not going to Hades. You're not going to save your girlfriend. You're just a pilgrim.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I guess on the idea of games having the same name, in the case of Dante's Inferno, could you imagine being a kid and asking like your parents, like, probably Dante's Inferno is probably a bad example for a kid to ask their parents, but be like, Mom, I wish I had Dante's Inferno, and then she shows up and gives you the book.
You're looking like, what the fuck is this?
It's Dante's Inferno. Same name.
Not even the same platform. Which is a good book. I've read it a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's a really good book.
It's an interesting book. I know there's like 3 of them. I've only ever read the first one, but
I don't know which one I read, but I know I read one of them and I was like, this is actually really good. Mm-hmm. So.
Well, the next one I've got, I'm a little passionate about.
Passionate?
Passionate.
Yeah, you can pull the book out, so I know you're passionate.
This comes from a game series that I love.
I'm going to go ahead and put my shit down. Go ahead. You got it.
This comes from a game series that I love, and I've talked about early in the podcast.
Oh, a game you love. Oh, so.
This has to do...
Hold on. Let me guess. It's either got to be Final Fantasy, Pokemon, or Nier Automata.
Nope.
None of them?
None of them.
Son of a bitch. I thought I had you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No. So early in the podcast, we did an episode on like our favorite games, our top 5 or whatever. This was one of them. It's the weird pick in my top 5, which was Road Trip Adventure, which was a racing game with penny cars.
I do remember that. Okay.
So the whole series is called Chorokyu.
Yeah.
And they've made a shitload of games. Here, I've grabbed a few of them. I have a few of them.
And this motherfucker owns them.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, busted.
Right here on the N64, I have a little game in the series called Penny Racers. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's Penny Racers. However, that series released the game Penny Racers on PlayStation 1 in 1996. Then they released the game Penny Racers on N64, that one, in 1999. Mm-hmm. Completely different game from the PS1 game.
Okay.
And then they released the game Penny Racers on the PlayStation 2 in 2002. Completely different game from the other ones. Then they released the game Penny Racers on the Game Boy Advance in 2002. Completely different from the other ones. Then they released the game Penny Racers on the Wii in 2008. Completely different from the other ones. I might actually have to do some editing for the podcast and like put all these up, because we're not done yet.
Damn.
We're done with the Penny Racers part, but the next one we're doing, same series, Gadget Racers.
Nah, that's a different name, but I can see it's Penny Racers.
Yeah, it's the same game series,
right,
just under a different name. In 2001, they released Gadget Racers.
Okay.
This game. In 2002, on the Game Boy Advance, they released Gadget Racers. Not this game. In 2003, also on the PlayStation 2, they released Gadget Racers. Not this game.
You know what though? Like, I think that's just lazy marketing.
At the same year, in 2003, they released Gadget Racers on the GameCube. Mm-hmm. So they released Gadget Racers on the PS2 and on the GameCube in 2003. Both of them are different games.
Terrible.
So there's this like long list of games that they have made that are completely different games. And you want to know what's funny is Gadget Racers on the PlayStation 2 is the same game as Road Trip on the GameCube. These are the same game.
That's the same game.
These are the same game.
But it's Road Trip.
Yeah. Road Trip on the GameCube, Gadget Racers on the PlayStation 2. So why didn't they just call this game Gadget Racers Road Trip when they both released, you know? That's because on the PlayStation 2, they also had a game called Road Trip. So they released a game called Road Trip on the PlayStation 2, and then they released a game called Road Trip on the GameCube, and then they released a game called Gadget Racers on the PS2, which is actually just Road Trip. But not this Road Trip. It's Gadget Racers, but it's called Road Trip.
I'm just waiting for you to drop some shit because you just fumbling.
I'm probably gonna have to edit it to put all these like cases up on screen or something because there's too many games.
Oh man, I'm fucked up. I ain't gonna even lie. Like,
well, we'll finish up this episode here soon. So, I'm pretty sure at this point, everybody who's listening, at least, is familiar with a little game known as Star Fox.
I like Star Fox.
It's a fun little game where you play as a fox driving a ship through space.
He's flying the ship.
He's flying a ship.
You said driving.
Did I say driving?
Yeah, you did.
Run the tape back. I don't think I said driving. Anyways, Nintendo's Star Fox was not the first game called Star Fox.
Really?
No. There's actually an Atari game called Star Fox, which it's a side-scrolling game about you play a character as a ship that can go back and forth and you're shooting down things that are coming at you. Mm-hmm. And that came out in like 80-something, way before Star Fox. And they're both just called Star Fox. So I don't know if like Nintendo got a hold of the IP somehow or if whoever made the Atari game just kind of dropped it.
Which Atari? The 26?
2600, yeah.
I wonder they still had that same talking.
Let me see if we got it on our list here. Yeah, Star Fox. We got it on the stick.
Holy shit! I'm gonna run that.
Yeah, so it's called Star Fox. It has nothing to do with Nintendo Star Fox. Completely different games. But yeah, it's just.
I really fucking like that game.
It's fun.
Star Fox was great. What was the last one they put out? Was that the
Wii U? I think had the last one.
Did they have a one for Wii U?
Yeah, it came out at the very end. Some people were upset about it. It had a kind of cool like gimmick to it.
Yeah.
Where on the screen you're flying the plane, but you actually you hold the remote and you look through the screen, and that's how you aim your blaster.
Oh shit!
So like you're like in the like in Star Wars when they're in the little fucking ball on the Millennium Falcon. It kind of feels like that because you're like looking around with the screen shooting, but you're also like
aiming.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
It's kind of cool.
Fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find that. Damn. Man, shout out to who's that beer again?
I don't know.
Fucking Goose Creek.
Goose Creek.
Goose something. Shit. Got my gander up. You got Goose Island Bourbon, man. This one beer's
got us both feeling it.
And we didn't drink a whole beer. We split this beer.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I could finish one.
Yeah, I don't think I could. Well, to be fair, one beer and a gin and juice, which was also good. But
no,
I think that beer's stolen the show.
Yeah. Shout out to Goose Island again. Wow. We're probably drinking this shit completely wrong.
I mean, I don't know. It's a beer. You just kind of drink a beer.
You know how them weird people is. They pour it in a little glass and they...
I don't give a shit. They got a problem with it. They can comment in the comment section and get our views up, and then they can share it with all of their prissy friends so our views go up.
Hey, look at these assholes drinking this beer wrong. You're not even supposed to drink it. You're supposed to
sniff it,
spit and all that other shit.
Treat it like it's a fine wine.
Yeah, I'm fucked up. This might be one of the drunkest I've been, and this is off of a beer.
I think the drunkest I've been on the podcast was either after the paint can episode. I was really fucked up after that.
No, but you kept going.
But I kept going. That's the problem. And then the episode where we drank the Japanese whiskey, because you and I finished that bottle.
That shit was good.
And you and I drank an entire bottle of whiskey, and I was fucked up after that episode. But that was some good drink.
I like this. Will I buy it again? Yes.
Yeah, no, I think it's worth the $40.
Yeah, I will buy this again. I won't share again. Mm-hmm. 'Cause I was gonna buy two.
Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah,
I really didn't have the money.
Yeah, you don't need two. Not for two people.
Oh yeah, this is like an entire 6-pack in one.
It's an entire
I
meal.
Dropped this bitch.
Yeah, you did. It's an entire meal.
I'm tore
It's heavy.
up.
I was kind of hungry before we did the podcast. I feel full.
Shit, I think I could eat a little bit. Like we want some motherfucking pizza. I saw that pizza box in your garage when I was walking in. I was like, shit, I like we want some pizza.
I was trying to order some Donatos earlier today
Donatos, go right now.
But I was like looking at it and I was like, I don't want to spend that money, but I might have to.
Donatos is so good. Why'd they go away? I don't even know. Oh my god. Shit, man, where we at? We at our time?
Yeah, we're pretty much there.
All right, man. So, again, weird games.
It's not the episode.
No, I'm saying.
Okay.
I know it's not the episode. No, I'm saying. Like, a lot of the games that we talked about the game, I was just curious and I looked them up. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to see what they were going for. Mm-hmm. All the games that I bought up were expensive. Mm-hmm. Weird games, man. Like you hear from us, you might see it at like your thrift store or like a secondhand store or like a yard sale, and you never heard of, like, what the fuck is this, man? Mm-hmm. Hey, research that shit, pick it up, man, because you never know, man. There might be some money in them bins.
Yeah,
it might be some money in them bins, in the games that we talked about today. Just a couple that you done brought up. I looked them up. I'm like, man, these are expensive games,
Yeah. No, and like a good kind of tool for that is the app Game Eye.
Yeah.
Which we both use. It lets you kind of catalog the games that you have and keep track of that.
Yeah.
But it also just lets you look up games right then and there, and it'll tell you the price of, like, if it's sealed, if it's in a box, if it's just a loose copy, it'll tell you that. And you just type it in, pull it up, and you got it. So, like, that might be it's a good thing to have. I use it every once in a while. Yeah, when I'm out.
I use it all the time. Like, just in case if you're buying a game, look up that game first, because you might be getting ripped off. Mm-hmm. Because exactly. Last week I just happened to go to the Goodwill, and they had like a couple of Nintendo games in there, and I was like, damn, man, it was like Bubble something, and they had like a what's the shit that I just bought. They had a couple of television games in there too, in the case. And I'm sitting like, oh, okay, let me look these up real shit. They wanted like $40 for the game at the Goodwill. But when I looked it up, that shit was like $9.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, y'all overcharging for this. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it here. But not knowing, not having that app, that resource in my pocket, I could have paid $40 for that game, and I just lost $40.
Yeah.
Even the television games I looked up, I'm like, these ain't even worth the money that y'all charging for. And when the fuck did Goodwill get the nerve to go up $40? Them shit should be the quarter.
Yeah. I think they also figured out how to look things up.
Yeah, fuck y'all, man. Y'all get that shit for free.
Yeah, you get that shit for free.
Right.
Come on.
Right, man. I'm fucked up. Let's get some pizza.
I'm down.
All right.
I gotta piss first, though.
Hey, yo, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, fucking TikTok, at Too Faded to Play. Anything else you got?
Leave a like, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button, tell all your friends, tell your parents, tell your brothers, your sisters, get the name out there. Spread the podcast name.
Yeah, man, they pick y'all up some of this shit right here.
Yeah, if you get the chance to pick up some of this oil, it's good.
That shit is oil.
Yeah.
I think you pour this in your car and it might run.
You can try it on your car. I'm not trying it on mine.
Well, we got that Opal out there.
That's true. It's neither of our cars.
Fuck it.
Opal, ready for some oil?
Yeah, Opal. Shit, man. I'm your boy LSD.
I'm Eggs.
Peace.
See ya.
Oh, man. I'm fucked up.